Hi, I'm Sam, Flying Kite. Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. This should be episode 2 of season 2 of it, and we had a very good start down there. Found a little not mine shaft, a little mine. Oh, bruh. And, yeah, I mean, it was a really good start, and I like where we're at. So today is just gonna be continuing what we've been doing. We're gonna keep mining and trying to find. Wow. I wonder if. Oh, that's probably just a part of the cave that I found. So this is getting cooked. We already got full iron. I should have some, like, pickaxes and whatever, so. Um. I was trying to think of something, but. Okay, I think I remember. I was just thinking I was, like, making, like, a chest room, but that had to have been episode. That would have been the episode 2 of season 2 if, if I didn't lose the first episode. Yeah, I think that's it. That makes more sense. But I gotta make a chest room at some point. And I don't think in here's a great place. Although, I guess it could work out in here. Maybe. I just have to, like, go around and, like, make some renovations. Although, maybe that's... No, that was the last one. That was the idea, right? The idea didn't quite work out. But, yeah, we gotta make, like, a chest room. And, maybe it's, like, down here. I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out, but... Um... I think it'll work out fine. Now, we did find a, very interesting place. We found this out. So, this is going to be really interesting trying to get down here. And getting all of the... Oh, I guess it wasn't as interesting as I thought. It's like, oh, that's pretty easy getting to here. But yeah, I mean, it keeps going down, though, right? So, we could find diamonds. And which, that's amazing. If and when we find them. Just some more iron, because it's... You can never have enough iron. But, redstone. That's kind of it. Over here, it does continue both ways. There's some more iron. Might be a skeleton around here too. But, it must be, like, above or, like, right next to me or something. So, should be fine. And, yeah, I mean, we're in, like, a really good place. Some lapis, that would be great to get it at some point. Some redstone, of course, at some point. Yeah, zombie right there. I'm just lighting it up a bit. I like how that's 2 hits. But yeah, trying not to get lost, because that actually would be bad. Ow! There's a lot of iron down here. Uh, uh, uh. There's a creeper. Ha 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 ha! Uh-oh. Nice boost. Man, there's a lot. This is a very fascinating place. I like it. I like it a lot. There's a bunch of iron. Owie. I missed so hard right there. Oh, ow. Ow. Jeez Louise, man. That was kind of scary. But we killed it though, so that's good. Let's get some of this iron that I saw. Lots of iron. Wowzers. Bruh. What's up with all these skeletons, huh? Bruh. Ow. More iron over here. Lots more. Definitely gonna make some iron pickaxes when we're done. Ugh, sorry, I turned it off for a second because I was about to sneeze. And I did. Man, got a lot of iron. And there's still so much iron down here. Ow. Owie. Some deep slate. And, yeah, this is, kind of where I started. Oh, there's some gold right there. But I can't mine it, but let's try to find some diamonds. There's a creeper down there. Yeah, I don't think I see any diamonds yet. I'll let that creeper blow up. Ah, that sucks. Well, let's find some of the... And, yeah, wow, like, we have so much iron. It's gonna take forever to finish. But, yeah, that's really cool. So I might make... Well, there's gonna be a chest room, right? A storage room of some kind. I just don't quite know where it's gonna, say, be yet. But it's gonna be a thing. Like, don't worry about that part. It's just where. Where's it gonna be? And then there's, like, that direction, too. Dude, if that hit me there and I fall, like, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, it's a good place, good start to be, I think. And, oh, I never saw this one. Full stack. I should, and we're just gonna throw all this in here, I kinda don't care. Um, let's go and make a... What the? Why are you loose? Bruh, imagine if he just ran off like that, like, bro. You... Oh, okay. I did make another lead, or I found I guess I found this, probably. I don't know how it broke, but it's not here's this one. Probably should make some new leads some point. Probably. But I also gotta make a farm at some point. Food and animal farm. So I think maybe storage first, and then food. So I don't know if I'll do both in this episode, but I will at least start on the storage part. Oh, it's supposed to be the other way. Be AFK for a little bit. So my parents have two cats. You know, that's something to talk about. My parents have two cats. They have Tessa, who's the old lady that we actually had when she was a kitten, but then gave to my older sister, who lived in New York at the time, and technically lived with my grandparents. And now we have her back because of my sister's occupation, which is that she's a missionary, and that she also moved to Minnesota. So, a bit difficult for her to have her cats, and so and then also a few other things happened as well. But anyway, point ultimately is that we have Tessa. So there's Tessa. She's an old lady now, and then we have Fulci, who's a cat that they got a couple of years ago. Well, I guess a few years ago now, around or a little after 2020. And Fulci's, a young cat. He's like a young adult now, kind of thing. Anyway, Tessa a couple of years ago had this weird thing going on where her ear started filling up with blood, and had no clue why that was happening. Didn't really get an explanation, just that it was a thing. And they drained it, it refilled again, they redrained it, and then it didn't fill again, but it's just flat. So it's, oh, maybe her ear still works, but it's like folded now. So that sucks for her. And it was her left ear. saying that because a couple of weeks ago we ended up finding out that the same thing is seemingly happening to her other ear. So today we took her um, to get checked out, and it could be a lot of things. Well, it could be an infection, but the infection could be caused because she has, I don't know, I think had some lice. So it's like um good thing we don't live, with my parents, but at the same time it's also a bit of, well, they're indoor cats, and the cats um that my family-in-law has, they're like outdoor and indoor cats. So like they are more likely to get fleas than my parents' cats. But anyway, all that to say is that she should be getting helped here soon, or she has been helped, and now she's kind of recovering. And once she's done recovering, then me and my beautiful wife are going to take her back home to her family. And apparently she's going to be bald in some areas because she had a lot of, a lot of mats, I think that's what it's called. Where a lot of the fur gets stuck together. So, another thing is maybe a chest could be up here. That could be interesting. Anyway, um, so yeah, bro, that costed like, I didn't realize everything was gonna cost like 500 bucks. I was like, no, but that's okay. I mean, I have 500 bucks. It'd be only really terrible if I didn't have 500 bucks. And this is more of like, helping out my family a bit because they can't just go and do something like that, especially that, right? So it's that kind of thing. It only sucks in the moment because sometimes I try really hard to save money, but I keep finding myself not saving money. I kind of view my situation that I was in kind of similar to how seemingly a lot of Christians are, Christianing. That being, Christians sometimes they try so hard to, not sin and whatever, but the ultimate like idea though, ultimately is that we're not perfect, and we never will be perfect. So kind of accepting that, not like being like, oh, I'm still gonna be in sin, right? You're not still gonna be in sin, but you're understanding that you can't just fix it, and especially you can't fix it. It's like, you could try, and maybe you could work, but just because you could work doesn't mean that everyone could work doing it on their own, or that is a good thing. So, I think I'm starting, like, I still want to save money, because saving money I think is still an overall good thing to do, but I think that maybe it's okay to not worry about, oh, I have to, yeah, I get 600 bucks this week from work, so I gotta put 500 in savings and then live off of that 100. Like, I'll still put some money in savings, but I guess it's like I want to try to thread the needle a bit because I still want to live a little. It's just, I don't want to live too much, of course, but just a little bit. I think that should be fine. But if X amount of time passes by and like we're still not finding a way of saving money, then like okay, then like maybe you should go back and be super strict and like follow all the rules. But like I like to think this will work, and maybe I'll be happier doing it like this. And mind you, this episode should come out in like 2 weeks, probably. So like by the time this comes out, I'm gonna be in a bit of a different mental place, and that it's already been a couple weeks, so maybe if needed be, we're about to take Tessa back to get fixed again, or not fixed, but to check on her because she still might have a problem. But I think she'll be fine, and if she's not fine, we'll still have money to help out. I think maybe Yeah, I think it'll work out. I mean, it still is like a thing, but it'll work out. It'll be fine. We'll survive. I think. But yeah, we're in a good spot in this Minecraft thing, though. Like, bro, we're cooking. But I really need to make that a storage, so either it's gonna be up here somewhere, like maybe it's, well, it probably shouldn't be like this because of that, unless we extend the top of it a little bit, which maybe I do, but I don't think so. I think we'll just do it underground. There's some more control underground. Yeah, I'll just do it underground. I'll have to make some more torches, but that's fine. So, to kind of put a bow on just that topic, whether you're trying to, trying so hard to do the right thing, or you're not trying at all, you still should, bro, that's never not gonna be scary. You still try, but just don't, like, go too far. Don't, like, say, work yourself to death. Because, sure, it could work out. But, sometimes you need to sit down and breathe a little bit. Because it is a long race. A long race that you have to keep steady. And one that you have to finish. So just because it's like, oh, it's like, just because we're not perfect doesn't mean that we can't still, try to be, better overall. Like, you'll still sin every day because we're not perfect. Our hearts are still going to be full of hate, still full of wrath, still full of pride, still full of lust, still full of, all those things. But the closer we get to God and the more we accept that we need God, then the better you'll find yourself being. And I think there's a lot of truth to that, ultimately. Because like just because you're not perfect doesn't mean that you'd be like, oh well, I guess I should just go and live in sin then because I'm not perfect. Like no, you still do what you're able to do. Just don't be like, oh, if I do all of these things, then I'm gonna get to heaven, and this is the reason why. It's like, it's the parable of the rich ruler. Like the idea of that, surface level is, oh, he follows all these rules, but ultimately, he ultimately ends up not, coming to Christ because the biggest thing Christ said was like, get rid of your things and follow me. And he ends up not doing that. So it's like there's the surface level a part of it that's like, oh, it's because, he's not helping his fellow man. He's not, actually helping, people who need help. But it's also just more so of like he's doing all of these things, but then there's another thing, and then there's another thing, and then another thing. And the ultimate point being that it's never enough. Kind of like the story of Richard Corey. He's like a really rich guy who has everything, but he ends up killing himself because it was still empty. There was that void was still not satisfied. So you keep living, you keep trying, you keep having your faith in God. You keep believing. And one day, all your fruits will show themselves. Like, it's good to have rules, but maybe not strict rules unless it's a strict thing. Like, should a serial killer be put to death kind of things? Like, maybe. Because if you let him out, then he's just going to continue to hurt society. But if you keep him in there, then, like, he's still alive and he may never like actually change, which kind of is a bit of a problem because you want people to change for the better. You want people to change for good, kind of thing. And sometimes if there's like a, if there's a dog and it's, only hurting people, then you kind of just, you're left with no choice except putting it down, right? But like, should people be stoned to death for like stealing bread? Even if like for no reason at all, or they had a reason, it should probably be the same thing. But anyway, the point I'm saying is there probably should be the answer to all those problems should be somewhere in the middle. You shouldn't just, allow people to commit crimes or sin or whatever. But you shouldn't also be like, here's the hammer, and if you steal this loaf of bread, you're going to jail for life. Should be some nuance, I think. But in the same time, people should be helping other people just in general, which is already a bit of a, problem, of course. Because some people don't want to help other people. And sometimes it's difficult because there's a lot of, say, homeless people out and about that make a bad name for actual homeless people. Unless all homeless people are the same, then it's like, well, then it's like, I don't know, man. Because it's like helping someone who's just, not going to repay you or society and not going to help other people. And I like to think you show, you show Jesus, people see Jesus in you kind of thing, in the things that you do. But then if they choose to or not to, that should probably be your answer on how you should continue. Unless you're strong enough to... Bro, that's so scary. Because I keep hearing like zombies or baby zombies, and I'm like, oh, I just hear a parrot. He's probably being like, ooh, let's jump scare him. Anyway, saving money is still a fine thing to do, but make sure to not worry about saving all your money. I mean, if I wasn't married, then it would probably be a tad bit more easier to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna only save all the money, whatever. But I have to think about myself, and I have to think about my wife, and then I have to think about, well, technically, I have to think about my wife first, and then I have to think about myself, and then I have to think about other people, well, my family, and then other people, and I have to make sure I'm in a good place to be able to help people first and foremost. But the ultimate kind of point though is simply that I'm very glad to have met her. She helps me stand firm sometimes. Helps remind me the path, right? I'm glad. Because it's really easy to be like, oh no, I'm not gonna help them. Like, why should I? Or, no, I'm not gonna do this or do that. What are they gonna do for me? Like, Jesus didn't do that. Jesus wasn't like, do all these things for me. He did it anyway. When he didn't have to. And there were points where he didn't want to go through and do it. But he still chose. Because for God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. And that's kind of like the main point. And sometimes it's difficult to see that in life because there's so much badness. so many instances of people not helping other people. But that is the goal in life, is to love God with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbor as yourself. Or at least, that's the goal, anyway. Sometimes the neighbors make it really difficult. We still gotta try. Also, I think a fair kind of thing to say is, like, you could love someone, but loving someone doesn't mean, accepting someone. Like, someone who lives in sin, like, you can love them, but, like, you're not accepting. You're not gonna you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine, that's okay to do. Like, because it's not okay to do that stuff. And to go and be like, yeah, that's fine, or it's fine if you do it, then you're just letting them stay in sin. The only, like, it's ultimately, you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. It's like that, effectively. Oh. I'm good. Ooh, that could have been bad. People could be like, oh, if everyone was communist, or if everyone was this, or if everyone was that, then the world would be a better place. And I think to a degree, there's like some truth to that. But I think the thing about it all, though, is that everyone's not going to be communist, as everyone's not going to be Christian. Because it's just something that just can't happen. I mean, the path of righteousness is a very tight path that's very difficult to find your way around. And only some people can make it. More people choose not to. So that's why in life you gotta, if you really care about people, you gotta try to help people find the right path. Because if they don't, or if they can't, then you're just allowing them to stay where they are. And if that's their choice, that's their choice. But if you're not presenting the options, then, like, what are you doing? You're allowing that to happen. I mean, Jesus died for you, but Jesus died for everyone. He died for you, he died for your neighbor, he died for me. So if you were to go about it and be like, oh, but like, I'm gonna let them, stay where they are because, that's their choice. It's like, bro, yeah, it is their choice. But just because it's their choice doesn't mean that you can't talk to them about it. And if they get tired of you, then, well, that's a part of their choice. I'm gonna take some of these trees down. Like, if you have friends, and if they're actually your friends, then you will still be friends with them even if, they know what you are, and you talk about religion and whatever. But if you're talking to them about it for, like, the first time, and then they're like, nope, I don't want to do it, and now we're not cool anymore, then that's just, unfortunately, what happens. So you just make sure that you don't go and be like, oh, don't choose a friend who's in the hole. If the choice is your friend in the hole and then God, you still choose God. And it might be really sad. But if that's the choice you want to make, then that's the choice you want to make. But I'd say it's the wrong choice. If there were right and wrong choices, that would be one of the wrong choices. one more chest, but I think the next one should just be wood, and then just save the wood so we can continue on with this. Yeah, there's a lot of chests. Might be enough that you know, I don't need to worry about making any more right now. And this is kind of like whatever, kind of messy, but that's fine. I want it be more organized than it is right now, though. Let's just take all the cobblestone related, and even deep slate related at this point. Yeah, it should be that. So yeah, we got a lot of cobblestone right now. So that's good. And then maybe like mossy cobblestone could be down there, and then deep slate can be up here. And then this one could be like andesite, granite, and whatever the third one was. Diorite. And then iron, maybe for like now we'll put like the gems in a specific place. In that in the one all the way at the end, maybe. Oh, also I should probably make another chest. Oh, well, not chest, crafting table. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing some more like Christian related things for my channel. I just gotta kind of find the right way of going about it. Ooh, we can make a stone cutter. That actually would be really useful for at some point. So I'll make one of those since I can. And that's diorite, so this would be like, oh, not diorite, that's that thing. And then this would be granite. And then this would be gems. Oh, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. We're gonna turn a lot of these into blocks. So that it's more space and it's, I mean, still 2 stacks, but say I get more and more and more, then it'd just be like 2 stacks for a while. And then, oh dang it, I didn't want to do that. And then, oh, wrong one. Let's call this one in here, and then this can go over here. Yeah, put that there for now. Alright, then let's get some more trees, just a little bit more. Probably just 1 birch tree, and then oak trees until the axe breaks. But yeah, I like the idea of talking about Christian stuff. Whether that's just ideas or events in the Bible. I think that'd be a cool thing to do. One more tree should be fine. Owie. And then we'll go down here. And for now, we'll leave the woolen food up here. Just wait a little bit until there's more chests to put more stuff down. I think, yeah. But let's use this dirt to cover up over here a little more. because this is a little bit of a problem. Need some more dirt, but that's fine for now. Yeah, I don't got any more dirt. Wait, no, my bad. I got 14 dirt right here. Almost there. And since that's a thing, I guess I'll just pick that up too. I probably need like 2 more stacks of dirt. So that's gonna take a minute. Oh no, dang it. And then the sticks and whatnot are down there, so we'll just make that down here. I think there's this upcoming day, I should probably... just do like a hunt and just kill all the animals I can because I need food and I don't have a farm yet. Oh, also, there's supposed to be this texture pack that looks similar to one that I really like on Java. I'll probably save that. Well, when I find it and get it, I'll probably just save it until season 3. Probably anyway. Alrighty. Let's go and find all the animals. Good, good, good. Oh no, I killed a pig. And later, I'm going to eat the pig. Ah! Yum yum pork chops. But I really want cows. Oh wait, is that a baby cow or a normal cow? Yes. That's a baby cow. That's useless. Alright, so we got lots of food so far. Let's keep going a bit. Bruh. It's evaded me so good. Bro, all of the animals are spawning for me. It's wonderful. Bro, there's so many pigs. Bruh. Maybe I'll be done though. That's a lot of food. Once it's all cooked anyway, that's a lot of food. I would like to think that this should be good enough food until I can make a farm, and then we can kill animals humanely. Because just doing it like this is probably not that humane, but I need food. How do you just spawn in like that, though? Well, oh wait. I thought there was a cow right here. Did he spawn or something? No. I was gonna kill that cow, but it's not here no more. Alrighty, so food. And since we have stone axes, let's continue chopping some trees for fuel and just for wood. That's not spooky at all. Bruh. I should go back. Yeah, get a bunch of this wood. I'll leave one birch behind just to have a birch there. But we'll and now we got a lot more food. Oh, never mind. Sure, bruh. So I guess I'm gonna be done here soon. Probably a few more trees and then I'll be done. This is it's about to be that time. See, that's the thing I hate. Like, but then again, it's like kind of fine-ish. I hate that like I can't have a PS video be longer than an hour. But that also helps out with like, well, I guess each episode could be up to an hour. More than 30 minutes, or I guess more than maybe 40 minutes. And then about 40 minutes to an hour. But yeah, I'd say we're done now. And we'll make the farm in the next episode. Just put this stuff away. Maybe make all the things I need to make for um, fencing and whatever. And then grab what I need, and then that'll be like the first thing I do in the next episode. And then we'll grab half of this probably. That should be enough. It's all going to be turned into wood and fences. Although that actually should be more than enough. So we'll put that one back. And then we'll make a bunch of this. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be fine. And then a bunch of fences. Make some more. A bunch of fences. Oh, and that's it. Alright, good. Lots of fences. And then I guess I'll just take a stack of cobblestone. So the cobblestone would be the corners. Oh, and let's get some more sticks to make some more torches. Should be fine. Alrighty, so hi, I'm Sam Flying Kite. This is episode 2 of season 2 of my Minecraft Let's Play. And yeah, I think this was a good and successful one. And this definitely, unless something really stupid happens in the next episode, this should be my longest, this should last longer than the other Let's Play. But anyway, I'll see y'all next week. Maybe, or next time. I forget exactly how this is gonna work out, but I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye!